Good morning to all of you. Students, as we are going through the chapter Displacing Indigenous People, we are talking about the American colonial rule that had been established by different European countries in America. Today we are going to start one of the most important topic, the gold rush. Means the availability of gold in USA attract the European countries people towards the America. And there was always the hope that the gold is present in North America, and in 1840, traces of gold were found in the USA in California, which attracted these European peoples, and this led to the building of railway lines across the continent for which thousands of Chinese workers were recruited. So, what I want to say that as the availability of gold has been found in California region in USA, to take out this gold from the USA to the different parts of the world, railway line had been constructed. It was the beginning of the industrialization in the US because, as you know, transportation is one of the most important part of industrialization because the transportation helps to move the goods from one place to another place. And in this way, to construct the railway lines, these European people recruited thousands of Chinese workers, and this railway line construction had been completed in USA by 1870s. When we talk about the Canada, this also take place in Canada and it was completed in 1885. So overall, if you look, the industrial development in these North America continent, you will find that approximately both the countries are running parallel. USA had completed its railway construction in 1870s, whereas the Canada in 1885. Now, Andrew Carnegie, he was a poor immigrant from Scotland who became one of the first millionaire industrialist in the USA. और ये तो इत्तेफाक की बात है, आप समझ सकते हो. Here it is mentioned that he was a poor immigrant. और स्कॉटलैंड से चल के जब वो यूएस पहुंचा तो he became one of the millionaire, even then one of the first millionaire of US. Now let's talk more about the growth of industries. In North America, these industries developed for very different regions. As you have seen in the chapter Industrial Revolution, you have found that in Britain industries had developed due to the political stability, expansion of colonies and inventions. But here the industries have been developed for the different regions. For example, to manufacture railway equipments, क्योंकि जो resources available थे US में, especially when we talk about the gold, lead, timber and other useful resources, उन resources को ले जाने के लिए जो है ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के पर्पज से रेलवे का कंस्ट्रक्शन हुआ बहुत बड़े पैमाने पे, एंड फॉर दैट it required a huge equipments for the railway. It also developed the industries in the USA. Similarly, to produce machinery which would make large scale farming easier. As you have seen that the prairie land was available in a vast stretch area where the people used to do agriculture. And in this region, it was very difficult task to do the agriculture work manual. और मैनुअल काम करना इतना ईजी ना होने की वजह से मशीनरी की जो डिमांड थी वो दिन ब दिन बढ़ती जा रही थी, और इस डिमांड को पूरा करने के लिए भी जो है बहुत बड़े पैमाने पे इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन हुआ वहाँ पे. सिमिलरली इंडस्ट्रियल टाउन्स ग्रू. जब इंडस्ट्रीज डेवलप हुई, इंडस्ट्रीज के लिए वर्कर्स चाहिए थे, वर्कर्स आके जब सेटल हुए तो इस तरीके से आपकी जो है इंडस्ट्रियल टाउन्स ग्रू हुए, बढ़े मतलब. एंड फैक्ट्रीज मल्टीप्लाइड. जैसे जैसे इंडस्ट्रीज बढ़ती गई फैक्ट्रीज का नंबर भी बढ़ता गया, एंड बोथ मतलब इन यूएस और दी कनाडा. In 1860, the USA had been an undeveloped economy. Look here carefully. The second is in 1890 it was the leading industrial power in the world. These are the two statements which you are supposed to be observe carefully. 1860 तक जहां तक यूएस जो है वो एक अनडेवलप्ड इकोनॉमी था, 1890 30 सालों में ही it became one of the industrial power in the world. What are the changes took place within these 30 years? It's a matter of observation. You have seen that most of the industrial settlement took place due to the transportation system, in which railway play an important role. And second, you have seen that the agricultural equipments, which is another important parts, because when we talk about the 19th century, till that time agriculture was one of the most important sector which play an important role in the GDP, or you can say that the economic development. क्योंकि उस समय GDP जैसा कोई कॉन्सेप्ट तो था नहीं, तो इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट में जो सबसे बड़ा रोल था वो एग्रीकल्चर का ही था. तो ये दोनों चीज़ें जो है बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रही यूएसए को, जो कि एक अनडेवलप्ड इकोनॉमी से किस में बदल दिया, उसे लीडिंग इंडस्ट्रियल पावर में. सो दीज आर द टू इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स. नाउ व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द ईयर 1892, the USA's continental expansion was completed. As you have seen that the different parts of the US have been annexed by the European people, either by purchasing or by annexing. चाहे वो खरीद के, चाहे वो अलास्का के रीजन की बात करें, या फिर वो एनेक्स करके जो कि वार में उन्होंने जीता. It was now constant during the year 1892. Or when this had been constant, it also played an important role for the development or the betterment of the country, especially when we talk about the economic development. The area between the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean was divided up into states. All these areas were divided into states, and there are approximately 50 states today. And within a few years, the USA was setting up its two colonies in Hawaii and the Philippines. एक और इंटरेस्टिंग बात है, यूएस जो अभी तक कॉलोनी था यूरोपियन कंट्रीज़ का, चाहे ब्रिटेन की बात करें, स्पेन की बात करें, और आपने देखा कि रेड इंडियंस जो है वो हाउ दे सफर्ड विद दीज यूरोपियन पीपल्स व्हेन दे डिस्ट्रॉयड देयर नेचर. मीन्स मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम दे यूज दिस natural resources for to fulfill their greed, to make money, and lots of example you have seen. Now after the constant, when the expansion of the US was completed in year 1892, now US became one of the most important power in the America continent, North America continent. And it reaches that US, which was colony itself before few years, now it was able to set up colonies in the different parts of the world. And one of the example is Hawaii, and the second is the Philippines. So now it had become an imperial power. So through this topic, the gold rush, what we have seen that the availability of gold, as soon as the Europeans got the information in California, they looked to us to drain out this gold, and for that they developed the railways, and the railways develop the other important industries to support the railway. Similarly, agriculture, which was one of the most important part during this 19th century to collect the revenue for the economic development, also demanded for the equipments for the betterment of agriculture, which led to the development of agricultural industry. And both industries had been multiplied in large number in both the countries, USA and the Canada. And during the 1816 and 1819, when we compare these time periods, we found that America leading and become industrial power in the world. And America, which was constant position during the year 1892, it expands its territory and set up its colonies in Hawaii and Philippines, and which was earlier once a colony, it changes to become an imperial power. That's all, students. Thank you and have a nice day.